Nicole.
And this is Samantha.
With the power of we are here to switch it up and teach you about business, relationships, and how to not only survive, but make it in Los Angeles.
In each episode, we will have top influential guests from the world of real estate. We work hard,
We stage hard.
and we get it done.
The power of we.
Hello, my daughter. How are you today?
I am so good today. Feeling good, feeling great, and happy. How are you?
I am feeling incredible. I have the miracle mentality.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Yes. Oh, my God. Everything that I believe in is going to happen to me. Can you believe that?
Can I have some of it?
Yes, and it has happened to me. Haven't you noticed? You're born. But I am shaking today. I can't even tell you. We have a lot of great guests on here, but today I don't even know where to begin.
Let's just be honest. It's your favorite.
Oh my God, you're saying that on camera?
It's your favorite. Just be honest.
Yes, it is my favorite. He is changing my life.
He's changing the world.
He is changing the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are so lucky. This magic man we just went to see him this weekend at Aspire.
Yeah.
And it was like, he stole the whole show. I'm just going to say it. Oh my God. Anyway, let's talk about who it is. This is Tim Storey. He's a globally recognized author, speaker, and life strategist, renowned for his groundbreaking concept of the miracle mentality. Through his best-selling books and motivational talks, he empowers individuals worldwide to transcend setbacks and realize their full potential. Welcome, Tim Storey.
What an interview. Oh, my goodness.
What do you mean?
You know, I got so excited to see you guys at the Aspire tour, but wasn't it fun though too?
Oh
No,
my
it was so
God.
fun.
Wait, she's never been?
Yeah.
And Dasha's never been. And they're like, I have to get up early, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then I went to get coffee and she's like, Mom, get in here. Forget the coffee. You're
Yeah.
not going to believe this
I mean, it was
stage."
so inspiring and just like the energy there.
Yeah.
Everyone was so excited, motivated.
And you were right about the first speaker.
Yes.
What's his
yes.
name again?
Tim Grover.
Tim Grover
my
was incredible.
God. He
Yeah,
was
so I mean, the
incredible.
fact that Tim Grover, he coached Kobe Bryant
Right.
and Michael Jordan,
Right.
not just as a mental coach, but also as a strength coach.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
he knows how to take people to the next level.
That's a gift right there.
Yes.
I mean,
And
you know
I
how to take
feel-
people to the next level.
But I feel like I did extra better because both of you were there.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Well, we were like, they have
You
never
should have
been.
heard Sam screaming. Like, she was all screaming, jumping up and down, like,
Yes.
woo, freaking out.
Everyone's like, wow. No, you stole the stage. Come on.
Really did.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
It's your presence, though.
And
you
I
know?
love this. It's so powerful. Listen to this. I'm like, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Go. Give me more.
So a lot of what I do on stage is instinctual. So
Yeah.
I've never studied like speakers. The only people I've ever studied is comedians. Because I think that
interesting.
many speakers, that they're very robotic.
Yeah.
And they all sound the same. So
Right.
I didn't want to mess up my craft by studying them. So I still don't study them. But I've learned from the greatest comedians in the world.
Like who?
I mean, I go way back. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you could go back to, there's a guy, I remember George Carlin. He
I
was
do.
super, super funny.
Yep. He was funny.
Bill Cosby.
I love
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Before he
though.
got in so much trouble. But then you have...
But he was funny.
Yeah, but then you have guys like Richard Pryor, and then obviously today Kevin Hart. You have
And you work with
Dave
him? He's
Chappelle.
funny, right?
Yes, but also let me tell you something who's better on stage than people realize is Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Oh, my
I was just
God.
listening to him on my TikTok. I
Yeah,
love him.
he's super good
Yeah.
on stage. So I study comedians because a comedian, they time themselves that within every minute and a half they're going for a laugh.
Oh.
That's
if
brilliant.
if you know what I do is that, like, let's say if I'm speaking 30 minutes.
Yep.
So I do like 15 different segments.
Yeah.
But people don't know what I'm up to. Like I do like a 2-minute segment, pause, there's an energy, then I shift segments, boom.
Brilliant.
So it might be a story I tell.
That makes a lot of
quote,
sense.
That's
a
brilliant.
subject that I'm on.
But you know what? It's like I want to hear the next thing, and with my ADD, I'm usually, oh my God, I got to get up or do something or go get a coffee. And you're like, hey, I'm like, okay, now what's he gonna say?
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah. No,
You
it's
were
amazing.
You were like glued to your
Thank
seat.
you.
Yeah.
But it's very,
Really was.
very organic. So I overstudy. So for 30-minute talk, I study at least 20 hours.
Wow.
No, that's incredible, actually.
And so at that point, it's coming out of my pores. It's just coming
So
out of
you
my
study
pores.
what? So you say that to me, and I'm like, I don't study at all, and I literally have to tell you,
Yeah.
I have a surprise. I ordered your book without my assistant.
Oh, my goodness.
Without my assistant, I did it all by myself.
'Cause
I'm
that
very
says a
proud of
lot.
myself.
It says a lot.
And I'm gonna actually read. And I'm like, this is my first thing I'm gonna study.
Yes.
And you're gonna sign it for me.
You have.
I
you
think
have
it's the
one of
first book
best
she's ordered, too.
Assistants, Dasha. Dasha's a great assistant, and
She's the best.
The fact that she did order this, right? Is this amazing?
I mean,
This
that's
is
impressive.
huge for me. I mean, I can't remember the last book I read.
Ever.
It definitely a love story.
Show it to the audience one more time.
This is a must-have. I'm telling you right now.
What do you think about the picture?
I love
Very
it.
handsome.
So cute.
Very handsome.
I
What
was
do you
in-
guys think?
I was in a handsome mood that day.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
What were you thinking about when you took this picture?
I'm cool.
I was thinking about both of you.
Of
You
course.
can tell in the smile.
You know he's good with people when he says that. No, it's just like, I mean, I'm going to say I have 4 coaches. Do you know that? 4. And when we had you a long time ago on The Power of We, there was some kind of connection. And I was like, one day I was like going through it. I'm like, I'm just not getting where I want. I'm always like, I get bored easy.
Yes.
And I realize that. So I'm always starting a new company or doing something new or hiring, new coaches. And so when I started thinking about what you're about and how you're really believe in what you do and your
Yes.
heart is so big, I don't feel like you're doing it for money. I feel like you're really doing it to help people. And that's why I
100%.
started my company.
Yes.
And so I connected with you and I was nervous. I'm like, okay, I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
And then you took me on and I can already see a switch, honestly.
you.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Because
honestly.
what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of coaching that I do it on the humanitarian side, the humanitarian level. So I continue to go to rehabs.
That's amazing.
Almost every week of my life, I'm in a rehab.
Wow.
I continue to go to other facilities where people are challenged. I continue to work in prison reform. Years ago, Robert Downey Jr., who's my great friend,
Yeah, I
brought
saw
a,
that.
brought a few of us together, and we started to do some things in prison reform. I continue to do
amazing.
that. So on the coaching side, the only reason I even charge is so the people will show up.
Right.
Because what used to happen is I'm so good-hearted, I'd be ready to coach a guy on Zoom. It's 8 a.m. Guy doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Then the next guy, 9 a.m. doesn't show
Yeah,
up.
that's
I'm like,
annoying.
That's annoying.
so my people that are around me, like the smart people,
Yeah.
that would say, Tim, my God, I mean, for what you're giving people, you need to keep the standard high.
Right.
And when you put a price tag on it, they show up.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this one thing and then you can ask questions.
Yeah.
But what did you learn from Oprah?
Yeah. Well, what I continue to learn, because she's one of my best friends. So one of the things I continue to learn from Oprah is she is a walking library. So Oprah is into what is called the growth mindset. There's a difference between a fixed mindset, which means you just stick yourself at a certain place, and a growth mindset, which means you want to continue to grow.
Right.
Okay. So Oprah is a friend of mine that loves to grow and grow and grow and grow. So when we have conversations, it's amazing. She's Oprah Winfrey. Probably 70% of the talk is, Tim, what do you think about this? Tim, what do you think about that? What are your thoughts about this situation? And she's already Oprah. I mean, she's a
Right.
multi-billion-dollar lady. So I learned that from her, but I also learned that she is not trying to hit singles in life. She's only really going for home runs at
Yeah.
this stage. Of life.
Yeah.
That is for sure. But it seems like you're about to hit a home run as well.
Yes, I think that I've been fortunate, but I think most of that is the people that I've surrounded myself with.
This is such an important topic. I'm so glad, and especially because my daughter's here.
Yes, because I think you could be around the right. You could be the right person, and you could have the right plan, but you need the right partners. So I do think that I'm good at what I do in the area of speaking and coaching. I've worked hard. I have a doctorate degree. And so on the educational level, I worked hard. But I needed the right partners in my life to really get me, to elevate me.
Right.
And that's where I've been fortunate since my 20s, where it was people who said, we got to put you on this platform. We got to introduce you to these people. So that's one reason you always see me. I'm very laid back, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't come in with an entourage.
No.
I don't have an attitude.
Not at all. Thank God. I love that about you.
Thank you. Because I really think that it's taking people like even you two to help put me in certain environments where I could help more people.
Well, that's, I mean, especially about the attitude and all of that.
So what I got from when I heard you speak at Aspire was you talk a lot about like not sitting in the setback and coming. I feel like it's a mentality, right? So what is that like mental shift that you're talking about that makes people like not sit in their their setback and go forward?
So number one, great question. What happens is that there's times in our lives that we have momentum. A momentum is an energy or a force, okay? So like you're her mother, even though you look like the older sister. But so you know when she was younger, she had a certain momentum to her.
Correct.
Okay. Give me a time in her life where you think she had a lot of momentum. I don't know if it was like the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 8th grade.
It was
positive momentum.
Okay, it was in high school. She joined the flying, what is that called? The flying team. And she had a lot of, she was teaching herself to be a flyer. Okay. And like, I wish I could have done that. And I saw a lot of momentum in you, even though I don't know if you felt that.
Okay.
But I saw it.
So now let's reverse it. So to your mom, what was a time in her life where you feel like she had a lot of momentum?
A lot of momentum.
Could be in business, could be in a relationship.
I would say after your second divorce, when I saw you like really focus on yourself and your career, like you really like thrived and you really just like pushed yourself in business, spiritually, everything.
Okay, so here's what happened. So there are times in our life where we have this momentum, this force, this energy. What usually happens is a life disturbance.
Okay.
A disturbance is like something alarms you, shakes you. It's like a knock on the door of something that we really did not order. Okay?
Correct. Yeah.
So it could be an illness. It could be a bad relationship. It could be an emotional challenge. It could be a whole pandemic that hit the whole world. So when there is a life disturbance or life interruption, most people do not know how to handle it. So what happens to them is they have a setback. So let's break down the word setback because I've been teaching on it for 30 years. To set something means to fix it, to lock it, to solidify it. Watch how powerful this is. So when you set back, you lock yourself in a behind position. So even today, somebody recognized me in the hotel that I was just in, and they said, "Oh, Tim Storey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm a big fan." And I was talking, and so they were talking about life, and I said, "How are you doing?" And they said, "I'm doing okay, but I just went through a divorce."
Right.
So I said, "How long ago was it?" And they said, 4 years ago. I said, "So it's really not like you just went through the divorce."
Right.
Because I was going to life coach her on purpose. And she goes, "I know, but it still stings a lot." I said, "But if you're not careful, you're going to sit in the setback and you're going to settle in the setback."
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
And you know what happened? She actually started to cry. She got tears.
Aww.
She goes, "Oh my God, I've never heard that in my life."
That's incredible.
And I said, let's practice something because I was waiting for my car to be pulled up. I said, when people ask you, are you single? Are you married? What do you say? She goes, "I say I'm divorced." I said, "Let's try it again." I said, "Are you single or married?" She goes, "I'm divorced." I go, "No, let's take that out."
That's Powerful. I love it.
Because you now labeled yourself.
Yeah.
So when I say if you're single or married, you are single for 4 years.
Right.
Right.
So I need to know you're single. Because when you say you're divorced, you are setting yourself in your setback.
And it's also a negative word.
100%.
That's so
Divorce. I
interesting.
hate that word.
Yes.
And I used to never say that word.
So divorce means what? Divided force.
Right.
So you can get divorced even as mother and daughter.
Right.
Because I know siblings that get divorced,
Right.
mothers and daughters, sons and their fathers, people in the job force, they can
Right.
get divorced, divided force.
Right.
So to sit in the setback is not what we want,
No.
to answer your question.
No.
To settle means, oh my God, I've been through all this stuff. So now you're living in what I call the land of okay. How's your
heard you
life?
say that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your job? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We refuse to live in the land of okay.
Yeah. No. Hell no.
Right.
Hell to the no.
Hell no, I won't go.
I mean, look
So you
at,
think like the way you speak like kind of manifests how you feel in a sense.
100%. But
Yeah.
I have to get you to the
To
point where
understand
you
it.
actually believe what you
Yeah.
speak.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. that's
Can
a
I
good
tell you
point.
how this works?
yes.
Okay. So if you decide to go on, like you start to become keto, like you're all about keto, or if you become like a vegetarian.
Okay.
Right? So there's people that I know that they are like partially convinced that they should go on these certain
Right.
types
Right.
of meal.
Or like stop smoking.
Yeah.
Whatever
Okay.
it is.
Another
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So, but what I need people to get when I'm coaching people is a revelation. So, if someone's going to do a certain type of regimen or even stop smoking, we'll stay on that one for a second. I need you to get a revelation on why smoking is not good for you.
Yeah.
Because watch how powerful this is. A revelation leads to conviction. So it drops 12 inches from your mind into your soul and into your heart.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So when it goes from here to here, now you got it.
Wow.
Revelation, conviction leads to action.
Huh.
That's-
Revelation, conviction
Conviction
leads to action.
Yes.
Okay.
That actually
That's
is
very cool.
powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like when I watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger series that he has, like a long documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said there was a time in his life where he just got like a revelation and decided to become Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
And so to all of us that are talking right now, we've all had a time in our life where we decided, you know what?
that's true.
I'm not going to damn be normal.
Yeah.
And you got a revelation, led to conviction,
Yeah.
led to action. So let's go to you first.
Okay.
When was there a time in your life that you got a revelation that you were not just going to be normal?
After I got divorced from her father, I was like, I am not going to sit here in Calabasas. I'm going to make something in my life, and I'm going to show people that they can have careers. Women can have careers in staging.
And thank you very much. And you're one of the best in the world, not
Thank
just
you.
in California.
Thank
okay?
you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about for you?
What
A
was the
time
question?
that you got a revelation.
A
in your life.
revelation.
It could be from you were chubby, or you were too skinny, or you were dating the wrong guy, or you decided.
I feel like I've had many like mini
Give me one.
revelations.
I need one.
The biggest one was I went through a really hard like I don't know, like a assault that happened to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it made me realize that I needed to like change the people I was surrounding myself with, one,
Yeah.
and just focus on myself, and it made me realize that I can decide who I want to be going forward.
Okay, you want to hear mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
So mine was in the 4th grade. So we had been. I've been born in Compton, California, which is an inner city. Okay. Down the line, we moved to a place called Whittier, California. So I was the only chocolate kid in the whole school.
Oh, you moved to Whittier?
Whittier.
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but it was an elementary school. But I was the only chocolate kid.
I
Right.
believe
So
it.
what happened is in the 4th grade, they had these desks that you would share. Okay. And I was next to a girl, and she's Caucasian. And I'm sitting there. I was very likable. People liked who I was.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was my first time just being in the school. But, I was already nice to people at that time. Well, she was there, and she seemed very nervous the whole time that she was next to me for 3 days. Well, what had happened, her parents were prejudiced, so they made her leave that desk.
Are you serious?
And she moved.
Wow.
She changed desks. Okay.
Wow.
But it was
insane.
interesting because the teacher left that seat open because out of the 3 students that he asked, all 3 said, "We can't do it."
That's crazy.
That's
Because
insane.
prejudice was still real.
Yeah.
So what happened
When was
is the
this?
teacher so liked me. This is when I was in 4th grade, but let's not give away my age.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
come on now.
So if we throw like
Put it in perspective.
if we throw a
It
year
was
out,
30 years ago.
if we throw out a
30
year,
years ago, my bad.
If we throw out a year, then we get the age.
Okay,
So,
so
but
you're
watch
in
how
your
powerful
dad's.
this is. The teacher liked me so much that she pulled me aside and she says, "Timmy, you're used to being around a different culture. This is now a different culture that you're in,
Yeah.
meaning you come from a Black and Hispanic culture. Now you're mainly amongst Caucasian people.
Yeah.
The reason these people are not sitting next to you is because the way they see your race." She literally said that to me in 4th grade.
Wow.
No
And,
way.
and she says, "But
was
I'm going
that
to
hurtful?
no, because I'm going to tell you why." She said, "I want to just commend you because I think you already know this." I said, "Yeah, I do know this." I said, "Because I have an older sister," and I explained what happened, and my older sister said it's probably racial. And she said, "But Timmy, you're going to go through this your whole life." And so the way I handled that was like, okay, bless her heart. I was never mean to that girl that left because I didn't know the other ones that said that they didn't want to sit next to me. But what happened to me is it flipped a switch in me and I just smiled. I just smiled. So I've faced racism my entire life and I just smile. But I smile and I think to myself, bless your heart.
Wow.
Because one day you're going to wish you sat next to little Timmy Storey.
Yeah.
They're wishing right now.
Yeah, trust me.
Do you get my point?
They're
Yes.
probably in the audience at Aspire going, wow.
No,
Yeah.
so that
I
was,
should have never.
That was one of my revelations. I
Yeah.
was just like, bless your heart.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's a revelation.
Yeah.
It is. I believe that. I think we have a lot of revelations, actually.
of course.
And, once the thing about life is so strange to me, and that's why I'm excited about starting education because, like I started my company and then, I got divorced and then, it wasn't going good and I had to the pandemic hit and I had to start all over again.
Yeah.
And then I started all over again. And then I get to a certain point and I'm like, ugh. Now what do? I always need to be moving. I need that energy you're talking about. I love that. I crave that energy.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about the miracle mentality?
Yeah, that's exactly
what I wanna
why
talk
I'm getting
about.
here.
Okay. So here's what I think. I think the miracle mentality is innate. I think that all 3 of us here, we were given the miracle mentality at birth because I believe that we're made in the image of God, in the likeness of God. And that I think that an utmost God did not create almost children. Now that's a Tim Storey line, right? So an utmost God did not create almost children. So we have a miracle mentality. Now, so because I love to research, it has been proven that children think magical thoughts. Every child. So some have tried to challenge me when I've said that. They say, well, I was a depressed child and I hated my house. And I'll say, okay, so let's break this down. Well, I hated my mother. I hated my father. They were abusive, this, that. I said, but did you ever think of escaping? Did you ever think of running away? Did you ever did you ever think how
point.
that would be? And they go, yes. I said, okay, that's you thinking magical thoughts. You
Right.
thought, how would it
That's a
be
good
when I
point.
get the hell out of here?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
exactly. So they were thinking there is a place I can
There's
go.
something better.
So there's
100%.
something better. I know that's why I'm always like that. I'm like, okay, this company isn't big enough. I'm not doing this enough. I always want to get better, and that's why I'm so excited you're talking about this
Yes.
today.
Okay. So watch. So the miracle mentality is inside of you.
Okay.
But we have to break down the word mentality. Mentality means mindset, frame of mind, and disposition. So that is your mentality. So we have found that the mindset is ours to set. Okay. So let's go through both of your lives for a second. Let's pretend I'm life coaching you.
Okay.
Where did you learn how to have a better mindset as a child?
My father.
Okay, tell me about
So
it.
my father was very powerful, and when I would come home and I'd have a bad day, you know what he'd say to me?
What?
Tomorrow was another day.
Okay, see, I'm loving that.
And that stuck to me. And even when I got divorced, I would be like, okay, I can do this. I can start a company. Even if I don't make money, I'll do it the next day. I'll continue. I don't stop until I do whatever I need to do.
Okay, for you.
My grandpa, same person. He always said like, just have fun.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry.
So your father,
Yeah, he's
who
so
is her
powerful.
grandfather,
Yeah.
so he had this way about him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And he even meditated back then. He would be 100 now. He even would sit and meditate when
Wow.
we meditate now. I mean, we
Yeah.
learned like 10 years ago, but he would sit and meditate and I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So again, the
So
mindset
funny.
is yours to set. So watch. So you have
Mindset.
a miracle mentality. What is a miracle? Watch how beautiful this is. It is something extraordinary, uncommon, not regular, and not the norm. That's both of you. Okay, you're both uncommon, not regular, not the norm. But what's going to happen to both of your lives and to someone like myself and all you that are watching is that situations, circumstances, and people are going to try to limit you. Okay?
Yes, I've seen
So
that.
we have to continue to push that away.
And how do you know when that's happening?
That's so good. That's so good.
Okay, the way you know it's happening is you feel it's happening. It's almost like being in a good mood and you're in the airport. And then all of a sudden you go down this whole aisleway, okay? You go through the bridge and now you get on this airplane. And all of a sudden it gets smaller. It's limited.
Yeah.
Okay? But how about if you're not in first class, but you're sitting in coach in the center seat?
Oh, yeah.
Watch how powerful this is. So now you're in the center seat. Okay, this is how most people live. Watch, they are in the center seat of, I can't
yeah.
stand my marriage.
Right.
My kids are acting up. My job is, but it's like Southwest Airlines. They just wait for the peanuts to come. They're like,
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh
a
my
good
God,
point.
this is so true. This is so true. It's so funny. It's so true. But then when you were on stage, it was like everything that came out of your mouth was so powerful and
Yeah.
so positive.
Mindset.
And listen, so many people don't even think positive ever.
Yeah.
I mean, even when she was in high school, the
Yeah.
kids were like negative, 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 and then
So
they start thinking negative.
What's the
negative,
disposition part?
yes. So the disposition. So the disposition or the position in which we set ourselves has to do with our mindset, the way we view life. Okay.
Okay.
So like for instance, okay, there's challenges in the world. There's challenges even in the housing market. There's challenges even in the companies that you do. There's challenges in the companies that I do.
Right.
So the disposition of a miracle mentality mindset, like the three of us have, is we say that is for other people.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, there's a problem, but I'm going to handle it different.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like if someone comes to me and says, "Do you know, Tim, there's a recession coming?" You know what I would say back? "Oh, I've decided not to participate in this one."
That's great.
Did you just hear what I said?
I get it. I get it
That's
so
like you with the
much.
pandemic.
I'm not
Because
participating.
That was me during pandemic. Everyone was freaking out, losing
Losing
their
themselves.
mind, and I was like, I don't care. My coach
Yeah.
told me that I'm essential, so I'm gonna.
I'm on another level.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
No.
I
I'm
mean,
thinking
yeah.
different, better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More magical.
Yeah, and how do I get there? Okay, steps. Number one, you got to believe.
Believe.
Okay. Number two, you have to expect,
Expect.
and then you have to learn to receive,
Receive.
Oh yeah, seeing that.
and then you
receive.
become a miracle, and then you release miracles.
I love that.
So believe, to believe in something is like the more you're around each other, right? You learn to believe in the things you know they can come through with, and then you begin to wonder at the things that you don't know if they can come up with. Like for instance, if she would tell you as a child, "Don't worry, Mom, I'm going to be home at 10." You're thinking to yourself, "Oh, okay." Usually she rolls in about 11 or 12.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So the more we build our faith, we learn to believe in that thing.
Okay.
So I believe in the power of mindset. So my belief goes from believe to expect. So because of my miracle mentality, by studying so much, I go from believing to expecting. Expecting means you are leaning forward,
That's amazing.
waiting for something to happen. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
Can I give you an example?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so there's something called Amazon Prime.
Ooh.
So there's Amazon,
Right.
then there's Amazon Prime.
Crazy.
Amazon Prime is, oh my God, I got Amazon Prime, and it's going to be here tomorrow at 10. Okay. Brittany, how do you know that? Because I have Amazon Prime. Okay. So if there's a girl named Brittany and Amazon Prime is supposed to show up at 10 o'clock, guess what Brittany's going to do? She's going to open the door of her apartment at 10 a.m. and she's going to be really bothered if that package is not there
that's a good
by
point.
10.
True.
Okay. You should get to the point in your life where you so believe that you open the door of life waiting for the package to be delivered.
Damn, that's powerful.
Powerful. Damn, you just killed it. Oh my God.
That's insane.
That's
That's
how
a great
we live.
analogy right there.
Incredible.
That's how we live.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? To be honest with you, you were telling me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And every time I see you, you're like, guess what? I'm doing it. And that's powerful.
Yeah, but I only tell you what I'm going to do because I like you and we're friends.
Yeah.
To other people, I live in a mystery on purpose. Like, I
Yeah.
remember when I was in seminary
I like that.
and some of the guys were saying, what are you going to do? But I could tell they were jealous.
Yep.
But that's the thing. I'm waiting for it to happen. I'm expecting it to happen from
Okay,
you.
thank you. So I would say to them, well, you never know, step by step. I'm just trying to get things going. But if I speak to another dreamer, see, a dreamer knows a dreamer. There's a frequency.
Interesting.
A miracle mentality knows a miracle mentality. So to people that don't get it, I whisper. To people who get it, I shout.
So that's so powerful, actually.
Can you say that again?
Yeah,
Oh
to
my
people
God.
who don't get it, I whisper. To people who get it, I shout. So one time I was talking to Justin Timberlake, and he was still in sync, and he was calling me Mr. Storey. He said, Mr. Storey, I'm going to tell you right now. He said, I'm thinking about doing this. He did it. I'm thinking about doing that. He did it. I'm thinking about going into acting. He did it.
Yeah.
But he said it in a way with confidence and a shout. You know why? Because he trusted who I am. So when I have been flowing with Kanye West since 2006, I knew so many of his secrets of what songs he was going to drop, what he was going to do next. Even about, I was there when he was drawing the Yeezy tennis shoe, probably for the second time that he ever drew it. Now, why was he letting me in? Because he understands that I have a miracle mentality.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Trust too.
So do you think that everyone can get the miracle mentality? And I'm not just talking about she coaches a lot of stylists at her, and we're always trying to create a positive environment.
Yeah.
We're trying to
We're
get
trying
them to
to-
work hard,
And
do the
motivate
stuff
each other and
Yeah.
not
And
be
it's
jealous
hard.
of each other.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's like females or just like people in general, but I have like a team of 12 ladies, and I find sometimes they get you can tell. I can feel the energy of when someone's like,
The energy, yeah.
Yes.
We're very
You know?
sensitive with energy.
I don't know.
No, so
What do we do?
How do you
I hear
change
both
that?
of you.
Yeah.
So number one, everybody could have the miracle mentality. Now, everyone will not have the same results
Right.
because they're not supposed to.
Right.
So we believe
I
that there's a good idea for your life and
Yeah.
a God idea.
Okay.
So I don't want a good idea. I want a God idea. So
I love that.
so watch. So Tony Robbins, as far as followers, he's bigger than me. As far as money, he's bringing in more money than me. I do not want to be Tony Robbins. That is his plan for his life.
Right.
I don't even want to be Denzel Washington, as good looking as he is. Okay? That's God's plan for Denzel's life.
Right.
I
Exactly.
want what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what the powerful thing, and why I don't get jealous of anybody, because whatever they're manifesting,
Yes.
congratulations.
Yeah.
That's what you're
That's
supposed to be
amazing.
manifesting.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're manifesting this and I'm manifesting that, I'm okay with you.
Right.
Because I just want to manifest my God idea plan.
That's incredible.
I love that.
Yeah, that's.
Okay,
I don't
watch.
even know.
So you believe in miracles?
Yes.
Expect, you receive.
Believe.
Okay, why is there a problem in this receiving? Because most people
People
feel
aren't connected.
most people good, and also most people think they are not worthy
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
that.
because
and-
of shame, guilt,
Yeah.
Yes.
pain,
Yeah.
crap they did.
Yeah.
And I see that sometimes. I can tell that, and so when I'm trying to get them positive and coach them,
Yes.
as the next, successful stager, I try and get under that.
Yes.
And say, I'm here. You're not alone. If
Yeah.
you need anything, come to me. I know I'm tough. I'm a tough boss, but I'm here.
Yes.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I've got them coaching or I've, helped them in some way or another with my own money because I wanted them to feel worthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very, very good.
And I don't know if it's received, but it's not my place. It's God's place to see if it's received.
No, but I like what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But the way a person can get to a better place to receive, okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
is to realize that we're all undone. We're
Mm-hmm.
all undone. This is so powerful, you got to get it. That we all go through recovery and discovery at the same time.
Right.
Okay, so even though you don't see it, I'm still recovering from the fact that my brother died 20 years ago because he died from addiction. My brother was better looking than me, okay? My brother, college degree, worked at McDonald's Douglas, had a drinking problem, but he went hard. He went hard on Friday night,
Yeah.
all day Saturday, half day Sunday, and then went to McDonald Douglas on Monday. After a while, his body could not handle it. He died. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still going through recovery from that. Sometimes I go through pain. Certain things trigger me. Certain songs trigger me. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
100%.
Of course.
So I'm still going through recovery. But if I'm not careful, I'll stay in the recovery zone and won't get into my discovery zone.
Yeah.
Discovery
I love that. He
is
always
the
has these
beautiful
sentences.
things that are unfolding.
Yeah.
So I have to deal with my recovery
Right.
and be open to my discovery at the same time. So we believe, we expect, we receive, and then you become a miracle.
And you're open to your recovery, which you did a great job with. And, we work really hard at our recovery.
Yes.
And so it's true. So when you're coaching people, it's like, you kind of have to feel where they're coming from.
Yes.
But tell them there's a God out there that will help them.
Yeah, well, there's a God out there that will help you, and the understand is God is the God of the underdog. Every person that God ever chose to do anything, from Old Testament to New, they were challenged people.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were people that already had limitations, they had labels, but yet he called them to do amazing things. So religion lies by making it seem like we all have to step into some place called perfection. It'll damn never happen.
Yeah.
No.
We are all a work in progress. And when we understand that, and we are okay with ourselves and the fact that we're all growing, that's why I love this statement. You may not be what you want to be, but thank God you're not what you used to be.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
powerful.
so true. Oh my God, that's so true.
Yeah.
Pulling it down. Well, God, you've been doing so much. My last question for you is
Yes.
what's next in the
Yes.
world of Tim's story?
So I will say what's now. Right now I'm on your podcast.
Yes.
Woo.
How can more people watch the podcast? Where can they watch it?
They can watch it on Spotify, YouTube,
YouTube.
Apple Podcasts.
Nice.
Apple
Yes.
Podcasts is probably the best way to listen.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. Like, sure, there's other projects.
That's
But
amazing.
right now I'm on your
Yeah.
podcast.
Yes.
And I'm excited that we're creating
Something powerful.
very powerful
I'm
I'm
so
excited.
excited.
that has to do with people's miracles mentality.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then manifesting miracles. We are working on
We are
something
gonna
together.
be. I know. I'm so
Partner.
excited.
Oh,
Yes.
my partner.
So when you sign my book, you're gonna say how our dream
Yes.
blank is
Yes.
In Sweden, France, Italy.
All over the world.
All over the world,
Please.
baby.
We are worldwide.
We are going to be all over with this project.
I love it.
I
Yay.
expect it.
Yeah.
Yes,
really do.
With all three of our miracle mentality,
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
it's going to happen. All right, so what a privilege to be on the podcast. I'm
Thank
loving
you
what you
so
ladies are doing.
much.
I don't know who's doing your hair. You're both looking amazing in the hair. Your eyebrows are on fleek.
Your eyebrows are on fleek.
Yeah.
My eyebrows
You
are
had,
always on
dope.
fleek.
you had
My
everything
eyebrows
done.
are
You got that
dope,
perfect
yo.
arch.
Are you going to Anastasia too?
No, but Anastasia likes me.
I love her.
But I get mine threaded.
Oh, okay.
And then Dr. Abaji used to do my face.
Wow.
The Dr. Abaji.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're bougie.
I am a little bit.
You know, it's so great to have you on here. I mean, you inspire so many people just watching you. I mean, Nicole, for your age group, I mean, you were freaking out. Like, how amazing is
Yeah,
this?
honestly.
But it's a privilege to be friends and family with you guys.
I know it's you're helping us so much, and I'm excited for you to take that back to the team.
I'm
as
excited
well.
too. Yeah, 100%.
So
life
if
is good.
Life is good. Life is great.
yeah, and if you want to follow Tim's story, where do they go?
I think just timstory.com. Timstory.com, and we do a lot of cool things. I have a thing called World Shakers for Women. It's a female empowerment group that I teach twice a month myself.
Amazing.
That's awesome. I like to have you guys as a guest sometime.
Yes,
How can they
definitely.
find that?
So just
On the website?
timstory.com, yeah. And then I have World Shakers for Men, which is super dope.
I heard.
Yeah, that is like, man, and I make guys cry.
But I do want to do that world. I'd love to be on the World Shakers Women. I really
Yeah,
am
so that
excited
is
about
super,
that.
super good. So timstory.com.
Awesome.
And you see all things that we're doing, and then where you could see me in a city near you.
Ooh.
Yeah, thank you so
Amazing.
much, Tim Storey.
Oh, 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 oh.